was brutally attacked in Palnadu, which led to YSRCP alleging a complete breakdown of law and order here in the state of Andhra Pradesh. This incident took place yesterday where a man, Rashid, was brutally attacked. YSRCP claims that this attack was made by a TDP party activist. I'm joined by TDP senior leader Pattabhi. Thank you so much for speaking with us, Pattabhi Garu. First and foremost, what is the reaction of the state government on this incident that had taken place?
The state government is always firm as far as law and order is concerned. Mr. Nadu, right from the moment he took over as Chief Minister, had given clear instructions to the DGP and all the police machinery to be very firm as far as ensuring law and order is concerned. And the incident which had happened in Palnadu yesterday is because of personal rivalry between two individuals. There is no political angle to it. The YSRCP is unnecessarily trying to give it a political color. So the attack happened because of personal rivalry. The SP of Palnadu district also gave a clarification regarding that. And I would also like to remind the YSR Congress party that in the 5 years of your rule between 2019 and 2024, people still remember how brutally attacks used to happen every other day, how many people lost their lives. Even dead bodies were delivered to their own houses. Do you think people forget the incident of driver Subramaniam, in which your own MLC had brutally killed his driver and had door delivered his dead body? That was the situation during the YSRCP regime. That is the reason why people voted for a change. The TDP never was behind any kind of retaliatory politics. We had never encouraged in any kind of political vendetta. If at all we had that kind of an agenda, in the past 1 month, you would not have seen the state to be so peaceful. Even after our cadre and our leaders suffering so much in the hands of various YSR Congress party leaders, our leaders today are maintaining restraint, because that is the discipline our leader Mr. Naidu had taught us. So we are never behind retaliatory politics. We are never behind political attacks. We want the state to be peaceful. We want the state to progress. We want investments to come in. If there is no law and order, not even a single rupee of investment will come into the state. That is what happened in 2019 and 2024 in all those 5 years. Why were the investors not interested in AP? Because there is complete Gundaraj. That is the reason why people didn't invest. Because law and order is also a criteria for any investment to come in. So we understand that. That is the reason why we want the state to be peaceful. We want the state to progress. We want the state's revenue to increase. We want our kids to get jobs. So that is our agenda. Welfare and development is the agenda. We will ensure that law and order remains intact and no such incidents will happen in the state. We want the state to be peaceful.
Sir, incidentally, YSRCP Chief Jagan Mohan Reddy, who is a former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh as well, he's taken to Twitter and he said that these kind of incidents is a demonic kind of rule that the TDP is trying to bring in, inflicting harm on the public of Andhra Pradesh. What do you have to say on Jagan Mohan Reddy's statements?
See, the MLA from Pulivendala, Jagan Reddy, I don't know where was he when he was the Chief Minister. I would like to remind one incident, Mr. Jagan Reddy. Petrol was thrown on the farmers who were undertaking a Padayatra with required permissions. Petrol was thrown on them to burn them alive. Where were you then? Have you tweeted? Have you reacted? You were the Chief Minister. When people were trying to burn people on the road, you didn't make a single comment. And now you're saying, that things have gone out of hand. You are reduced to 11 seats from 151 because you are the head of a draconian rule. You have ruled the state like a dictator. You are worse than Adolf Hitler. You are worse than Adolf Hitler. That is the reason why you are brought down to 11 seats. So you better understand that and don't try to teach us lessons as far as law and order is concerned. Have you taken any action on your MLC Anantababu who had killed a SC boy and delivered his dead body to his house? Have you taken any action on the people behind the brutal murder of Kiran? What action have you taken? When, people belonging to the weaker sections, minorities, what action have you taken when Abdul Salam's family was pushed to an extent that the entire family committed suicide? Where were you then? So, better not to teach us lessons. We know how to keep the state peaceful and maintain law and order.
Sir, in Karnataka, there's been a former minister who has been arrested on charges of corruption. It had been noted that roughly around 90 crores worth of cash and other incentives were deposited in accounts that were made from Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. What is the TDP's reaction on these kind of accounts of cash that had been made for the Congress former minister, and what do you have to say on the kind of corruption that has come out?
See, it is not a surprise for us. If some corruption links are established with, few people in Andhra, it is not a surprise for us, because that was how Jagan Reddy's rule was. If the ex-minister Nagendra had diverted some amount to a few accounts in Andhra Pradesh to some people, some officials, it is not a surprise for us, because now in the past 1 month, that is what we are doing. We are unearthing the kind of corruption that had happened under Jagan Reddy's rule, and they'll definitely have links with people in other states also. They'll definitely have links with Karnataka and any other state, so it is not a surprise. Yesterday, a few days back, our leader released a white paper on the kind of loot that had happened in sand, mining, liquor. Thousands of crores were looted. So all these months, see, Jagan Reddy is an expert in money laundering. Jagan Reddy is an expert in floating shell companies. He knows how to, move from money from one place to the other. That is why he has more than 7 to 8 ED cases on him. So it is not a surprise for us. We will definitely cooperate with the investigation. The Andhra Pradesh government, whatever required, information is required from ED and CBI, if some links are established with some people in Andhra Pradesh, we will definitely cooperate with the investigative agencies and we will try to get to the root of it. Because we want Andhra to be a corrupt-free state. We want all this nonsense to stop. Because this is clearly damaging the brand image of Andhra. So we will definitely cooperate with the investigative agencies.
So this minister is a former minister from Karnataka, where the Congress is currently in power. In fact, they've sourced links based back to Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. What kind of, in the recent past 2 months, the TDP has come into power, what is the kind of strategy that it is going ahead to ensure that this kind of corruption doesn't take place, especially when Congress was ruling the state just a couple of decades back?
Apurva, you should also remember that more than 70-80% of the people in YSR Congress Party are all congressmen. They are all people from Congress who are there in the YSR Congress Party now. So they'll definitely have links with their old friends in other states. So it is all Congress. And Congress is known for these kind of scams. So, yeah, as I've said, we want our state to be corrupt-free. We've already started our work here. If required, the Honorable CM is also thinking of appointing a judicial commission on all the corruption that had happened in the 5 years between 2019 and 2024 in land, wine, sand, mining, everywhere. There is rampant corruption. There is an estimate that Jagan Reddy had looted more than 8 lakh crore in his 5 years of rule. So that cannot be spared. So we will definitely get into the bottom of it, depth of it, and we will catch hold of all those individuals who are behind this, even right from Jagan Reddy.
Alright, sir. Thank you so much. That was TDP senior leader there, Pattabhi. He clearly goes on to state Telugu Desam Party is going to ensure a corruption-free Andhra Pradesh and a violence-free Andhra Pradesh. With video journalist Virupaksha, Apurva Jayachandran, India Today.